language, do not swear. So essentially, my dear viewers and members, there's a good number of us here, my goodness. We're doing a flight organized by Tom Nessmuk in Discord and Steve, our community flight coordinator. And we're flying over beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains. What a spectacular flight, Tom. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to pass you over to Tom and Steve and take it away, chaps. If people also want to introduce themselves at some point, that'll be great.
Go ahead, Tom.
Okay, well, that's fine. I'm flying out of runway 35 just because that's the way ATC always has me do it at Asheville Airport, but we will do a U-turn once we get airborne, and if you make a left turn, apparently you can see the Sierra Nevada brewery. I haven't done that. I always make a right turn. But anyway, our next stop, about 10 miles, you don't have to get very high up because we'll be doing a touch and go at Hendersonville, and then we'll rejoin the Magenta line and head on up to the top of Sugarloaf Mountain, where there's a vortex. If nobody's ever seen a VOR, this is your chance to fly right over one. You can see it there. And I'll tell you more as we go along. There'll be some highlights, but for those of you in Wilgas and other small planes, you might want to deviate from the Magenta line and fly along some creeks and rivers. That's what I'm going to do. I'm in the Kit Fox. Steve, you got anything?
No, I'm good. No, nothing so far. No, just rock and roll.
Okay, as James said, I'm Tom. I'm from South Carolina. I live about 100 miles from the Asheville airport, but I lived in Knoxville, Tennessee on the other side of the mountains for about 12 years, and I've hiked and paddled and motorcycled this area, so I know it pretty well.
Whenever you're ready, Tom, lead the way, mate.
I'm off.
Okay, we're off.
Let's go. Don't stand on ceremony. Get going. Throw small children behind you.
But no puppies.
No, they can be kicked.
And cats.
No, we love cats.
No, we love cats, David. How dare you say that? I mean, that's just... Look, we're on the internet, David. That's just kicking cats. Oh, they said across quiet. I can't even hear it.
What are you in, Steve?
Kit Fox.
Oh.
Absolutely almost silent from inside, but... Nice. Decent quiet.
Back in the quick.
I want to have a look at that brewery. Yeah.
Okay, chaps, might be a good time if people want to introduce themselves to the wider public. That would be good.
I'll jump on first. I'm Tuesday. I'm from the south, east of England, Hertfordshire, about 20 miles north of London.
Tango to the Netherlands.
Denmark.
Actually, let's do this. I'm looking at the list. We'll start at the top and work our way down. Susie. Susie, are you okay to introduce yourself? Okay, we'll move down. Hugh?
Hi, I'm Hugh Biggar. I'm from Lanarkshire in Scotland. Quite new to the flight sim.
Bill?
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Bill from Pennsylvania in the US. 2 months or a little less on the flight sim, and this is my first Hudson group flight, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Along. Blue Boy.
Good boy, I'm Peter from Belfast, Northern Ireland.
Yeah, welcome back, Pete. Brens. Oh, no microphone on Brens. Welcome on Brens. I'm sure we'll speak later on. Curious Bee.
That's me. Your name's Bill. Originally from Scotland, live in the Midlands of England.
Dan is next.
Yeah, I'm Dan from Yorkshire, north of England.
Okay, next up, newbie, Elpris.
Hey, greetings, guys. Name's Bill Clinton. No relation. I'm from Arkansas. Don't hold it against me.
Whoa.
That's
Cracking
so
name.
cool.
Fly by John.
Oh, I saw a Razorback in there.
Hi guys, I'm John.
Sorry, John, I missed that.
Yeah, I'm John from West Yorkshire, North of England.
Oh, cool. Cool. Next up is, well, we've got Tallison.
Hello, I'm James. How are you doing?
Welcome, James.
Hopefully you know me by now.
Right, hardly needs an introduction.
Welcome along, James. Giuliano. Did we wake you up? Okay. Kratu.
This is John from the northeast of England, County Durham. This is my first Huddersfield flight. I'm pretty new to the flight simulator, but all looks great.
Welcome, John.
Are you in the air? You're fine then. That's it. You cracked it. Well, Lucky 86 is up too, but there's no mic on Lucky, so Moose.
Yeah, this is Roger Moose P. I'm from Connecticut. This is like third or fourth flight.
Welcome back, Moose. Okay, well we've Ness. We've done Ness. Well, we've done. Yeah, you've introduced yourself, haven't you, Tom? Yeah. Nigel.
Yes, I'm from Florida. I've flown numerous times with the group under a different name.
Where are we next? Big Sly.
Hi, I'm Russ. I am flying out of Eastern North Carolina.
Welcome along, Russ. Rosen. Oh, sorry, Red Ruff.
I'm Red Revensour. I'm from Austin, Texas. This is about my third or fourth flight with the group.
Rosen.
I'm Sean from the East Midlands, UK. That's about it, really.
Sophie.
I am Sophie. I'm from Portsmouth in the south of England.
Squawker 1.
Hi guys, Peter Lime from London, UK. I enjoy flying multiplayer around the world.
Lovely, boys. Steve C.
Hi there, sorry, I'm Susie from Scotland.
Gotcha, you there.
No, this is my first flight, sorry about that.
No problem. No problem.
Welcome,
Susie. Too busy trying to get myself up in the air.
Susie, where in Scotland are you from?
Sounds like near Glasgow.
Yes, it's central Scotland, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I spent a year at Edinburgh University back in the day.
Okay, a couple more intros. Steve C, are you up?
Oh, sorry.
Give him. That's fine, no problem. Steve C. No, okay. Tango. Theo.
Tango. I'm Friesen from the Netherlands, flying a Kodiak.
Upside down, probably.
Yeah, usually.
Not this
TJ.
time.
TJ, welcome along.
So this is a touch and go, Tom, isn't it? This one here?
Yeah, exactly. Just touch and go, and then set your target altitude for 4,500 feet once you're airborne.
Right.
Next up, we've popped in. Oh, Tokes has popped in. Evening, Tokes.
Bonjour, evening.
How are you, mate? Who are you, Tokes?
Tokes, yes. I'm good. I'm an alcoholic too, and I'm from the UK. Love you.
Of course you are. You're from the UK. Tony.
Hello there, East Yorkshire, UK. Tony.
The leader. No relation to the mops.
The leader here. I'm from Denmark. My name is Jens, and this is the second time I'm on the group flight.
Welcome along, Jens. Wingman.
Wingman from southeast Missouri. The first name's Barry. Glad to be here.
Evening, buddy. Welcome along. And last and Probably least. Dave, Wombley.
Absolutely least. I'm Dave from the south coast of England. But it's a posher part of the south part of England than Soapy and Tunesy.
Let's call France, Dave. Right, that concludes the voting for this evening's panel.
You've done the register.
Yeah,
Nil
everybody
point.
is present. I've lost. I've been concentrating on the Discord, and I have no idea where I am.
Yeah, James, this is Tom. I can't see a soul. I don't know if anybody's ahead of me or behind me.
I'm just behind you, Tom.
Okay, so kind of keep me posted as to whether I'm falling behind or whatever.
You're way ahead. In fact.
Gotcha.
I can't see anyone either.
We could switch to Southeast Asia, chaps, if that's easier.
Well, I've got about 20.
May solve the problem. I can see everybody, but
Yeah, I can see everybody as well. Yep, all behind me. Yep.
You could try just popping out the server into East Europe or whatever it is, then back in 30 seconds, Tom. Sometimes works.
Okay.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Just a quick active pause and then pop out of the server into another one, East Europe or Asia, and then come back in 10 seconds later on.
I don't think you can see anyone if you're on the beta also.
I'm not on the beta.
I'm on the beta and I can see everyone.
Yeah, I think they cut through that. I had this problem on our last flight. I flew with Moose, just me and Moose. We flew with two of us. This time, I'm not around.
This is interesting. I can see the whole crew on the PFD. I can't see them live, but I can see everybody behind me on the PFD.
Okay, well, they're
I've
coming
had
out
it
the
a lot
service.
lately.
Excuse me, the MFD.
Brent, have you got an open mic?
Yeah, sorry guys.
I'll do a check. Hold on. Carry on.
Fortunately, I don't have the functionality of digital.
That's better.
So we'll be crossing at the top of Sugarloaf Mountain after you've passed Hendersonville, your touch and go. We'll go to the top of Sugarloaf Mountain and we'll cross. If you're at 4,500 feet, you should see it really easily. There's a VOR, there's a Federal Aviation Authority facility there, and you can see the VOR. If someone's never seen one before, you can make it out. From there, we'll head to what I thought was going to be a very scenic spot called Chimney Rock, but unfortunately, it doesn't show at all in the sim. It's a state park. It's got a outcrop. I'm telling you what you're not going to see, basically, which is ridiculous, but it's very significant. It's got a tunnel that goes through about 318 feet up with an elevator that takes you to the top. The whole thing was in private ownership for many, many years, and then about 10 years ago became a state park. There's a lot of steps up to the top, and you can get great vistas, but yep, so you can't see it. Sorry.
Well, we'll pretend to be disappointed.
Yeah, trust me, it's there.
or impressed.
It's right after we turn past the VOR. We'll cross Chimney Rock, or what's supposed to be Chimney Rock, and we'll cross a little valley, and if you look down to the right, you'll see a lake, which is called Lake Lure, and it's a very touristy area. There are a lot of people, there's a big Harley dealership right at the foot of the mountain, too, so all sorts of bikers come there. It's just a real popular place.
I'm Chimney Rock.
Hi in the YouTube chat there. Hi Tintin, good for you to join us in the chat. And HK Berry. Feel like a peeping Tom here. I'm from the Netherlands and using the FS 2020 to prepare for my real life flight lessons. Do not do multiplayer flight sim yet, but you should do. Come and join us next time at Angel 15 Evening All. There you go, carry on. So chaps, what are you cruising at? I'm at 140. I seem to be leaving a lot of you behind at the moment. The quick is a bit nippy. No, 120.
Yeah, I should imagine most of us are between 100 and 120.
I'm on 120.
121.
About 135 and a climb.
at about 100.
What 88, so better slow down.
Just do a few cycles around Sugarloaf.
Right, where are we? Okay, so we've got, not that you're broadcasting, but Fly By Chime, you do have an open mic continuously, but there's no noise coming from you, so it's okay. But just to let you know, your mic is continuously open. Probably got your finger on the button and you bound it to something you use. That's better, you're off now. Perfect. Just in case.
We're still at 4,500 feet here?
Oh, it's foggy.
Yeah, stay with 4,500 for a while. You got some peaks to go over.
Yep.
So, Tom,
Once
what's the main produce in these parts of the mountains? Is it coffee, I'm expecting?
No, there's a lot of apple orchards around this area. It's very popular for apple picking in the fall.
Oh.
It's really not much of an agricultural area because of the mountains, a lot of granite, but you know, there are apples and other types of orchards. There are a few wineries around as well, but it's not heavily farmed in a typical agricultural sense.
Moonshine, Tom?
Oh yeah, they got that for sure.
Yeah, right, there you go.
This part of North Carolina, there's a nickname for the New Yorkers who moved to Florida, who've now moved from Florida. They call them halfbacks, and they've moved halfway back to New York and live in North Carolina now.
I like that.
In the direction we're going, after we pass the Chimney Rock, we'll go to the intersection of, we'll go to a town called Old Fort on Interstate 40, and then we'll make a left turn, and we'll head back toward Asheville. The goal is to then, once we get over the peaks, we'll descend into the valley where we just came from, and we'll cross the Biltmore Estate, which is very significant. It's the largest private residence in the United States. It's huge. It was built by the heirs of George Washington Vanderbilt II, who was an heir to the Vanderbilt fortune, the shipbuilding people. And he built it between 1889 and 1895. The family still owns it, but it's they've sold off a lot of the property. There's still a lot of acreage. They have wineries and all sorts of gardens, and it's a big tourist draw now.
Fantastic.
And as I understand it, George Vanderbilt was not actually sort of a direct descendant, but he was on the family tree fairly far away from, I guess it was Cornelius, right, who started the dynasty?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So it's amazing
George
how much money that family had. Sorry.
I think George was the grandson of the original Cornelius, I thought.
I don't know. When I looked at the family tree when I was down there, it seemed like he was a bit removed, you know, like a grandnephew or something like that. But not. I didn't think he was like, you know, one of the major heirs to Cornelius as well. I could be wrong. It happens about 30 times a day.
So it's 30 times a day, man. My goodness.
When we make our left turn,
According to my wife, anyway. According to my wife.
Reminds me of my teens.
Being wrong 30 times a day.
God bless
still today.
When we make our left turn at Old Fort, you can follow the Magenta Line, or you can look to the left, and there's a river, the Catawba River. I'm going to follow the river course and rejoin the Magenta Line after I follow the river course.
Ah, I'll join you. Okay. The river's slightly obscured, isn't it? But I can just about make it out, I think.
You'll see it once you get to Old Fort. It should be just to your left. If you're following the road, not the interstate, it'll be just off to your left.
I've got it. Yep.
You're way ahead of me.
Viewers at home, it's down here. Yeah, I've got to watch my speed. The quickies so named.
It's a quickie.
start it off. Let's follow the river. I'm going to go in heading mode. That'd be a good idea.
This Kit Fox has got it just wants to tilt right. It's just cannot cure that right wing down.
Have you got
Sometimes it wants to do
aileron
that.
trim?
Sometimes,
Yeah, I have, but it's just one cure.
Alright.
yeah.
Take the co-pilot out.
It does seem like it randomly all wants to go to a side with Kit Fox, irrespective of weather conditions. Two people in the same plane, the same settings, and one will go right and one will go the straight line. And I have that a lot with that plane. Don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's constantly doing it. I mean, any other aircraft and I'll be flying literally upside down now, and it's just ignored.
Yeah.
Evening, Martin A in the chat there, and Yanis, good to see you, my friend. It's great to have you along. So, Tom, does this river bring us out back onto the magenta line?
It'll get you close to it. You'll run out of river once it goes, it goes uphill. It follows the river uphill, and you'll eventually have to make a right turn to get back to the magenta line.
Okay.
So once you run out of river, just kind of head over to the right to get back to the magenta line.
Right, but I'm following the river in the same general direction, aren't we? It forks off, it goes left and right at one point.
Just don't hit anything.
Great advice, Tom, thank you.
I've paddled this river a couple of times. There's some good hiking trails and some waterfalls along it. You won't be able to see them today, but they're in there among the trees.
Oh. I'm hoping I'm going in the right direction. I am heading around 180 degrees at the moment, following the river.
That's not good. 180 degrees. Well, you should be going mainly west.
Right. Okay. Right. So I'm heading to
It's about
70.
260, James, I think. Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
261, I think.
It forks off at a certain point, so I followed the left fork. That's alright, I was going faster than you lot anyway.
You forked off left?
Yeah.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one to think that, Soapy.
Think what?
God bless your little heart.
If you can see steam paddle boats, you're on the wrong river, James.
Right.
This river stops right on the map.
I'm going to come back behind you chaps, I think.
Tom, it's in the actual real terrain. I mean, I know Asobo Microsoft have got a habit of just slapping a tree anywhere. What's the cover like over here? Is it less treefold or bare or?
No, it's all forested. It's all heavily forested.
A mixture. Is there pine country or?
It's a mix. We got mostly deciduous trees, but there are some evergreens among them. It was all heavily logged back in the early 20th century, but it's all grown back, and a lot of it is national forest at this point.
Yeah, I think the Vanderbilts gave a lot of their land to the national park.
They did.
We got Bangerhoff in the chat there. Michael from Margate, southeast England. Hello, Michael. Margate, lovely Margate. Love that town. Wolfman playing this on Xbox. We'll be waiting for the Concorde to download. Are you waiting for the Concorde to download? Okay, tricky aircraft. Excellent though.
But even though Microsoft didn't see fit to put, or Sobel rather, didn't see fit to put Chimney Rock in, they did a real good job on the Biltmore estate, so you definitely want to be flying low so you can get a good look at the estate, the gardens, and so forth. It's right along the French Broad River, so it's pretty hard to miss, particularly if you stay on the Magenta line.
As I recall, they had to build a railroad into the site to move all the material, the marble and granite and so on.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah, they built it.
That was quite an undertaking in itself.
They built an entire village outside of the Biltmore estate just for the workers.
The workers' village, yeah.
Now, Tom, the real question is, are there any bridges? We have a Tango with us, and he's dying to get under a bridge somewhere.
Yeah, you'll get a good chance. There's one in particular, and it's right after we cross over Fontana Dam. You'll have to dive low and follow the river because you go around a bend and there's a bridge. And I've flown under it a few times successfully, but boy, it's a tight squeeze.
There you go, Tango.
That's what we like. So we're gonna try. What could possibly go wrong?
I'll give you fair warning.
Oh yeah, nice.
Is anyone familiar with the movie Fugitive from years ago?
Oh yeah, and we're going to cross right over Chihuahua Dam where that was, where Harrison Ford dropped over.
Exactly, that's what I was about to mention to everybody.
Oh.
What was the name of the movie?
Fugitive.
The Fugitive.
Oh, The Fugitive.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
What was the character?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Right.
Anybody remember the character?
Accused of killing his wife, right?
Jumps off.
Yeah, that was 91 because I think I remember choosing to go and see Terminator 2 instead of that.
I thought it was a Fontana Dam that he jumped off of. I couldn't remember for sure.
Yeah, I did too, but I just looked it up yesterday and it turned out to be Chihuahua. I could have sworn it was Fontana.
I've thought that all along for years.
Same here.
It was quite a train wreck scene.
Yeah, the train's still there too. If you take the Great Smoky Mountain Railroad, it passes right by the site where the scene was filmed, and the train's still there.
Wow.
Well, the new guys with us, you're doing well, Susie and was it John? You're doing very well. Still see you.
Still aloft.
Yep.
Thank you. It's all down to the videos on your channel. It's Twitter's all my way and my world and making my aeroplane. But I keep going and thinking I'll keep on watching your videos and learning even more. So thank you very much for all that.
No, you're welcome. No, it's all good fun. It's all good fun. It helps me as well. That's why I make them.
You'll learn loads by watching Huddison and not listening to me or Soapy.
Oh, we could do with a song though.
Come on, Soap. Oh no, we need a regional song.
Banjo music.
Oh, we need regional music. We
Right,
can't have Scottish
Susie
colours.
Q.
From Deliverance. That's it.
I'm dancing.
Anything by James Taylor.
Cool.
They call me the breeze.
The group looks nice and tightly packed. It's good. It's
You
good.
can hear the crashing from here.
Yeah, it looks like an overhead shot of 9-year-olds playing football. All 20 bodies all in the centre circle kicking the ball at each other.
That's us. Just lost track of the ball though.
Tunes it. Every sentence of yours is a paintbrush.
Yeah, but who's holding the paintbrush? If it's Rolf Harris, it's not good.
Do you know what it
Where
is?
did he dip it in?
Yes.
I consider myself a Bob Ross. A little fluffy.
A dead what?
A Bob Ross.
Happy little.
Oh, sorry, I misheard you.
Happy little clown.
Ted Loss.
do walk into them, Steve. Fella Scott, yeah, and Angel, yeah. We've got a couple of Scots in the chat, yeah.
3.
Okay. Right. Well, maybe they can blow some bagpipes.
Seems to have a few guys from Yorkshire as well.
Oh yes. Oh, I'm at the Adams family mansion.
Susie? Susie?
Yes, hello.
Hello. Can you translate this for the non-Scots amongst us? Och, sucking a satyr was Aberdeen, 5 miles away. You could hear the din. Even the very two had to grin at the mucking of Geordie's byre.
I love it.
Very nice, yeah, but I don't know if I could translate it, but yeah. Very nice. So, nicely sung.
Right.
Okay, I'm coming to Biltmore right now. If you're about 2,500 feet, you should get a good view of it.
Yep.
She doesn't speak drunk sailor.
I think some have already passed it.
I bet everybody has.
Or a state.
Yeah, I'm right down on
Oh, is that big castle type looking thing?
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
right on the
Oh,
ridge.
I'm heading towards it.
We got some money. And a bit more.
Once you pass it, you'll cross the French Broad River, which is pretty significant. But again, I've paddled most of it. Once you get past that, you probably want to set a target altitude of 7,000 feet, but take your time getting there. There's no rush.
Only just landed on the lawn, I see.
I'll come and join you, Tony. We can have a game of
Yeah.
croquet.
Yeah, it's lovely and
Yeah,
flat.
why not? I mean, come to visit you.
That is well modeled.
Haha, I'm gonna. Oh,
Who just landed in the fountain?
just landed in the fountain, yeah.
That's Jonesy.
I'm gonna go for a paddle. The only person who can get his feet wet on a plane. There's coins in here. We'll throw some more at you if you like.
Here comes Tango.
Hold on, I'm going to make a wish.
Coming in.
I wish I did.
Coming in hot. Coming in hot.
A bit too hot, maybe.
Is he the right way up? Is he the right way up? Yes, he is.
The beer's cold up here.
Oh, bounce,
Oh,
bounce.
bouncy.
Oh,
He's
bounce.
going right way, eh?
Oh, he managed it.
Bounce, but it did stop on time.
Right at the main entrance.
Oh, I dinged my aircraft up.
So where's the bar?
The building off to the right of the main building is the stables.
It's beautifully modelled. Stunningly modelled for a piece of
I
stock.
assume the area along the river is the winery.
Oh, we're taking off
This is
again.
going to be fun.
Yeah. A little more flaps than usual.
Wow, look at the other gardens. The other side of it. Wow.
Come on, come on, come on.
Where is everybody?
Okay, trimmed a couple of trees, but
Good Tango.
it's a close call.
Speed 7,000.
7,000. We're basically following Interstate 40 west at this point, or northwest, until we get to we'll be coming to Clingman's Dome, which is either the second or third highest mountain east of the Mississippi River. It's at 6,682 feet, I believe. It's right in the center of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. You will be able to see the observation area on top. There's a road that bisects the park called 441, and there's a side road that goes to Clingman's Dome from that. And in the winter, they close it off, and if there's enough snow, they use it for cross-country skiing.
Steve, where's your toys today? Your little sound toys.
We've had one already for Soapy's little song.
Ah.
Yeah. But anybody in the kit box has got their own little car.
Get the air horn.
Oh, that's not good. Why am I heading in that direction? Because it's 280, not 28. I'm still trying to get used to these panels, guys.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm not used to having it easy.
Yeah, you just want to get hold of alts, basically. Alt heading and vertical speed will be your main one.
That's good enough for me. It's nice being able to read the numbers.
Yeah. Anybody else using the multi-panel?
Yes, love it.
Yeah, it makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Might have to bug you for or either to find a video or another video on using the multi-panel for ADF and DME. A specific multi-panel video, James.
Yeah, the radio panel.
Yeah, because I have a feeling on my one that the lower panel is just going to sit there forever doing nothing.
Sure, I did do one on ADF and DME on the radio panel.
Yeah, because top row I can have obviously nav 1 and then possibly nav 2, but I can't see what's the XBDR. What's that function?
Good question. What chaps? I've forgotten. What is it for? I've bloody forgotten.
Transponder.
Transponder.
Ah, okay. Don't really matter too much. I'm not flying VATSIM, am I?
Being hijacked.
Yeah, what's that? 7,000.
777, I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure. It can be 700.
The com as well. I'd say, what I'm a bit naive. There's not much use for com, is there, on any of these radios? Seeing as it doesn't connect us to anything, or does it?
Not unless you're flying VOR now. Comms, not unless you're communicating with ATC, rather.
Live ATC.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When you could tune in ATIS and things like that, you can tune comms to ATIS to get the weather information.
Oh, okay. So you're actually using the pop-up ATC and that will... Okay. Does that interact with the SIM?
Yeah, you can tune it in manually if you want to. You can just tune in the numbers manually. More useful for VATSIM and things like that. Really useful for VATSIM. And ILS, that type of thing.
So if I tuned in ATIS on my route to an airport, I should be able to hear the ATIS information?
Yep. I'll read it.
Really?
Yep. Depends what aircraft you're in, but you can likely get either it'll come across the top or the bottom of the screen, or it might come live, depending on your aircraft, I think.
I've never tried that. I've never even thought of that. I just thought the comms were just there to replicate aircraft, and it's had no function in the sim.
No, you can use them. I use them often for ILS approaches.
Okay, there we go.
No, I don't. I use them now for ILS. Sorry, I use it often for VATSIM.
I've never used any of the comm frequencies because I've been asked to.
If you use the in-sim ATC, it will auto-tune the comm radios, and use them.
Instruction is needed.
Tom, we've got a nasty landing coming up, haven't we?
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, and it's going to be basically off to our left. If you look down, you'll see a small lake, which is Lake Junaluska, and you'll see two roads with a a small mountain in between. Either road will lead you to Bryson City. We're going to go up to that high peak straight ahead. Once we get to that, we're going to have to descend to about 2,000 feet. The Sossaman Airport is about 2,000 feet in elevation, and no matter which runway you use, they're going to have a little tree in front of each of them, so it's going to be a little tricky.
Both of them's got a display threshold there at Bryson City, down it.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said, doesn't it have a display threshold there at Bryson City?
No, I've flown it a few times, and I don't remember any problem with it as far as the displaced threshold.
Seemed like there was one over in that area that had a displaced threshold on both ends, and I think it was because of trees.
Well, this one you just have to, you're not going to be able to get away with a 3% glide. You're going to have to get over the trees and then drop.
Is this airstrip where we're taking a break?
Yes.
I've got a date with some American cheesecake.
I was about to say, I was going to, is it going to buy at dinner, but it's cheesecake, is it?
No, it's New York
already
cheesecake.
on the pudding, yeah.
If you really want good cheesecake, it's got to be New York cheesecake. Not just American.
Any cheesecake is good cheesecake.
That's what I meant that actually.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I'm about to say any cheesecake is good cheesecake, but I just remembered Aldi cheesecake, so no, that's not true.
Jonathan, creek off to the right.
Big Butt Mountain. We just passed Big Butt Mountain to our right.
Now, is that called because of butts that live on there?
Pardon me?
B-U-T-T. Big Butt Mountain.
Oh, big butts, not butts.
Yeah, butt. No.
I think they call that Butte.
B-U-T-T.
That's a butt.
Big butte.
There's a book monument as well.
It is my surname. Lost everybody again.
That's
Lots of
popping
popping
out.
out.
I've got you beside me there. I love you. I can still see everybody. Yeah, I can still see everybody there.
Well, I'm going a little faster now. I just raised my flaps. Duh.
I've never ever done that on a group flight.
No.
What raised the
No.
flag? Yep, no.
I can't say that.
I can,
I
but
can
I
say-
rely.
I can't. I could say. I was going to say I could say it, but it doesn't make it true.
It's a beautiful looking park, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very lush. They get a lot of rain, so there's a lot of heavy growth. They recovered from the logging really well.
Really, just nicely spaced out to be some space, but not pure wilderness. Just looks like a nice place to live.
Yeah, Asheville is a very popular retirement area, and it's kind of a hippie place too. It's a interesting town. A lot of stuff to do there.
I don't know.
The Blue Ridge Parkway runs right through it, so a lot of Appalachian Trail will be under us as we go over Klingman's Dome.
We've got a very similar retirement hippie town in the UK. It's called Bournemouth.
Hey, pack it in.
I thought you were going to say blue.
He did say interesting.
Apparently, it's the happiest place in the world, Bournemouth. That's what I read.
It's not.
Oh, okay.
I thought Denmark
It
was.
really isn't.
Happiest place in England, rather, not the world.
It's the happiest place in Bournemouth.
Depends how much money you have.
As for grumpiness, Wombleway's like my stunt double.
A lot of good microbreweries in Asheville too.
It's like heaven to me.
Yeah.
Possibly a few meth labs.
Well,
that's.
Ah, no, that
that's
sounds like
It's the highest place in England.
No, I was talking about the meth labs.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's the
Oh,
highest place in England.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not talking about Scawfell. I'm talking about a different kind of high.
We're all saying it wrong anyway, because it's not Bournemouth. It's Bournemouth.
Bournemouth. What? With
Bournemouth.
M-U-F-F. Bournemouth.
B-O-R-M-U-F-F.
Oh, blimey.
Baltimore is
that
not Baltimore. It's
Have you
Baltimore.
got that down there, Dave, as well? Is it like that there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, is it like what?
Is it like in it down there as well? Bournemouth in it?
No.
It's not got
No, we
London
don't.
ice, is it?
No, we don't do all the Indies. It's just Bournemouth.
It's Bournemouth, isn't it?
Hey?
Bournemouth. It's Bournemouth, isn't it?
Bournemouth.
I'll tell you what, somebody was joining this live at this moment.
I'm thoroughly confused, man.
Job is done.
So at least I'm in the right place to retire.
Pronunciation is a wonderful thing. I revisited Baltimore once, and our sister ship was HMS Broadsword. And all of the students were out coming up alongside and shouting to the sailors, you know, do you like HMS Broadsword?
Broadsword.
Broadsword.
Sword.
Broadsword calling Danny Boy.
The Baltimore natives call it Baltimore.
Baltimore. Lovely
two
place,
syllables.
or it was then. Harbour Place was a beautiful place.
Tom, I'm seeing you rising suspiciously there. Did you crash to Earth by chance?
Yeah, I'd push the envelope a little bit.
Caught on camera, I'm afraid, my friend.
You don't miss much, do you?
No. One of the joys of being a spectator on a live stream for a change.
It's nice to have the option to accelerate when you need to.
I'm going to take runway 29 personally. I have to practice this one.
I think that's a good choice. I'm going to take that too. You just need to curl around or do a teardrop to get to it.
Yeah. So Tom, what are these peaks we're heading towards? You're probably, well, it looks like you're nearly there, but that very large, is that Sugarloaf in front of us? Or have we passed that already?
I'm sorry, what'd you ask, James?
What are the peaks, the mountain peaks ahead of us now, the dark ones, where you are roughly?
Yeah, well, the one directly in front of us is Klingman's Dome. There are, all sorts of mountains around Thunderhead. There are tons of them. I've hiked some of them, but it's been a long time. But, they all have names. There are trails all over the place. There are horseback riding facilities. Actually, what we're passing over right now, or what I'm passing over, is an area of the park called Catalucci, which has a really nice campground. It's really remote.
And have you been there in real life, Tom?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I've done all this stuff. I used to live in Knoxville, which is just on the other side, so You know, I've lived on both sides of the park is what it amounts to, so I've hiked all over it many, many times. As you get closer to Klingman's Dome, you can start to see the spur road that leads up to it. That's the one that I mentioned. They close off so you can do cross-country skiing in the winter.
That'll get you breathing hard at 6,600 feet.
Mm. 7,000 to you. Just coming over it.
Just don't fly into the mountain. And there he goes.
Just flying over in the chat there. Hello, and Angel 15. You have is Angel. I'm saying that right, aren't I? Yeah, Angel 15. You've got a switch and multi-panel. Well, live weather's great, isn't it, at the moment?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
nice.
A beautiful day.
It's a nice time of year down there. Or up there.
So what would be your typical summer...
Spiral route.
I can see the roads now, yeah. What would be your typical temperature up in these heights?
Oh, you'd probably be in the 50s to 60s. Well, I don't know how to translate that for you, but it would be jacket weather.
It sounds like a summer's day in England, basically.
About right, yeah.
It's 12 degrees at 5,500 foot, if that makes Celsius, that is.
So once you turn off, you want to start descending. I'm going to set my target at about 3,500 feet.
Multi-panel time, Steve.
The airport's around 2,000 feet, but you want to clear some hills before you get there.
Stunning place, isn't it?
This is the most visited national park in the United States.
All by myself. All by myself anymore. I'm so lonely, so lonely.
Singing like that's not surprising.
And that's coming from a master. There you go.
Oh no, I've got Red Ruff over there to my left, but he's about a mile away. So it's obviously me then.
Can you do it over the hills and far away?
I can do it anywhere you like. So you just buy the beer and I'll worry about the rest. Yeah, you just get the alcohol and I'll worry about the rest.
I thought you didn't like alcohol.
No, alcohol doesn't like me. I love it. Who doesn't love drinking? It's just the drinking doesn't love them.
You might have some Eastern Oriental blood in you.
Strangely enough, it's Welsh and Irish. Which means I should be able to take getting really drunk and then sing really well, but neither.
When we descend, we'll come to the Tuckasegee River, and we can use that easily to line up with the airport if you're using runway 29. There's a bend in the river and it aligns with the runway pretty dramatically. So I'm going to approach it from the left and curl into it.
got the runway. I can see the runway below me, so off we go.
You can see the river to your right. We'll be following it out that way.
Okay, sounds good.
James, you just use Simulate?
1 second, Tony. Sorry, Tony, go ahead.
I said, was you just using Simulate?
I did, yeah. I've got no idea of where I am in the stack. You see, so because I can only see Red Ruff and TJ. That's the only two people I can see. Again.
You was about 2 kilometres behind me. Now you're about 2 kilometres in front.
Yeah, I can see Red Ruff, so you're in the right direction, Steve. You're just coming towards the airport, I think.
Oh, I just threw out the co-pilot. It's fine. A lot lighter.
See ya closing in, Steve.
So the river, Tom, is a great marker. That's brilliant.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it.
Let's have a look at this lookout tower.
Oh no, Angel, your game's just crashed. Oh dear, bad timing. Autopilot off, let's do what Quickie does best. It seems a few of you are heading in the right direction at least, from your point of view. So Tom, is there any significance about this airport we're landing at?
No, it's just the only one in this area.
Oh, well that's significant, isn't it? And does it bring tourists into the area, or is it more just a business ferrying type airport?
Yeah, I really don't know anything about the airport. I know the area pretty well. The Great Smoky Mountains Railroad comes through here, but I just happened to find the airport. You know, I was glad it was here.
Absolutely. That's great. That's a good sight.
That's London Red.
I slid right off the end of the runway.
Ah, this is the one with the drop-off, isn't it?
Ooh. That must be tempting, seeing Tango. The trees are right in front of the runway, aren't they? My goodness me.
Oh, we're having a break here?
Ooh.
Yep, there's a break time.
Oh, you didn't see that. Okay. Didn't see that.
What didn't we see, James? Can you explain
Just a big bounce, that's all. A little bit of a bounce.
What?
Two landing.
How do you spell bounce? Does it start with a C?
I'm trying to work that one out. Yeah, probably, yes.
Okay.
I'm going to head back to the threshold that we just came over. Oh, I see a quickie. And we'll take off in the direction we just landed whenever we get through with our bathroom break and gas up and all those good things.
Sounds good.
Okay, back in a moment.
That Kodiak's stuck there.
Well, someone's coming in hot.
Real hot.
TJ buzzing the tower.
Yeah, I raised my flaps instead of lowered them.
Who just did a sort of a nosedive there? I caught it on camera. Oh,
This is
dear.
pretty exciting
Digging for
stuff.
worms.
Shiny side up.
Keep the rubber side down. Sound like a motorcyclist.
Y key. Just hit the Y key twice.
The only other key you need to know as well as the Y key is the F4 key. Those two, it lifts you up into the air after you've pressed Y. If you've got your aircraft stuck in where you cannot take it off again.
There went somebody nose down.
Oops. That hurt.
Susie, you okay?
Sorry about that. I was online for it and then I lost it because I had the area and then I came down fast. I'm not my finest moment.
Well, you landed on the runway, so that's good.
That's true. But the nose was first. Literally, the spinner.
Yeah.
But she's recovered. She's doing good now.
Yeah.
I just turned around in time to see that.
What time are we taking off again?
10 minutes, I think. We can
I'm
take
waiting
off.
for James.
Usually
10 minutes.
10 minute, yeah.
Okay.
Just to tell you what comes next, we'll follow the Tuckasegee River until it flows into Fontana Lake, and then we'll make a kind of a right turn and follow Fontana Lake, which is kind of long and convoluted. To stay on your magenta line as best you can do. When we get to the end of Fontana Lake, the dam is actually a sharp left turn. Instead of being straight ahead of you, you'll find the dam makes a left turn. So follow that and then dive down to the riverbed. And as you go around a bend, you can fly under a bridge if you're so inclined.
Sure. Thanks.
Let's see, it's 57 NC.
Anyone know how to land a tail dragger?
I just managed. Yay!
Well, I managed, but I couldn't actually steer it after that.
Time for some fun now. Caribou.
Yay!
You got here.
Well, our destination airport should be easy peasy. The touch and go shouldn't be too hard either. This is the worst of it.
Maybe.
We've got an
Jets
airliner.
and aircraft.
Well, we typically have an airliner and a jet, so we've only got an airliner. We're winning.
That's a C model. Isn't that correct? Some of them were made for not with that, I think, and then the C model was the one that was made for. I believe it's a B or the C model one was made for the VTOL.
It's the B. The C is
the
the carrier.
Okay. Okay. I knew one of them did and one of them didn't. I couldn't remember exactly which.
Yep.
Yeah, it would blow. The only problem you have with it is so much thrust and so hot it destroys runways and stuff behind it sometimes if they're not designed for it.
Tunesy, your big rear end is blocking the runway.
Oh, poor Steve. He always gets it, doesn't he?
He gets as good as he gives.
That's
James.
true.
I learnt that very early on.
Picturesque little runway airport this is, isn't it?
Well, he's actually in an airliner at the moment, right across the runway.
Oh.
Oh, the Caribou showing up as an A320.
Yes, it's an A320. It's showing. Yeah.
The views you got, beautiful. Distant hills and mountains and villages, very nice.
This town that we're at, Bryson City, is the entrance to one of the entrances to the park called Deep Creek, and it's also famous for a road to nowhere. They tried to build a road into the park so that the Native Americans could go visit or rather the pioneers could go visit the descendants of the pioneers could visit the graves of their ancestors, but they ultimately couldn't do it. So now they take them by boat on Fontana Lake to see the graves.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Meanwhile, the road just kind of dead ends after it goes through a tunnel.
Is that the...
Hopefully it was a warning.
Go on, carry on. Who was speaking?
James, you call it whenever we're ready to go.
Yeah, is that the famous road to nowhere?
That's exactly it, the famous road to nowhere.
Ah. Yeah, ready when you are, chaps. Go, go, go. Go. Everybody back. Oh well, they'll catch up.
Flaps up this time.
Oh yeah.
But just follow the river.
It's to forget, isn't it? The flaps. And can we go back and we can go back on nav now, can't we?
Sure, you can do that, or you can follow the river. I'm going to follow the river.
Okay, let's follow the river.
As I mentioned, I've canoed all this stuff, kayaked it.
Must have been an experience.
It really is. It's a beautiful area.
Do you get rapids along here, Tom?
There's some small ones in this section. Further upstream on the Tuckasegee, there's some pretty good stuff. There's another river that comes in to Fontana from the opposite direction called the Nantahala, and some of the guys in the motorcycle past have been there, but it's got some good class 2 and 3 stuff. It's a lot of fun.
Fantastic.
What you have coming up when this pours into Fontana Lake, you've got a confluence of 3 rivers. The Little Tennessee River is the main stem, which will come from our left, and the Nantahala comes toward us from the other side. But it all drops dead in Fontana Lake.
Susie, are you still with us? And who else is new on this flight? I don't want to keep picking on Susie. That's just the only name I remember.
You can pick on me.
Oh, right. Who's that?
Bill.
Bill, how are you both doing?
Okay, after I recovered from my nose down.
Good. Well, you're welcome to... Oh, I think my engine's got about the quick eats fuel quickly. Yeah.
James!
Oops.
Yeah, I've run out of
James
fuel.
is in the drink.
Well, let me just get into my... Gotta remember about the quick, it just guzzles fuel. Oh, fuel levels, okay, what's going on there?
Did you run out of skill, James?
Yeah.
4-star skill.
James, are you going to review the quickie?
I've made a review for it. Oh no, I've got my F4 bouncer bloody also. Okay, just a second, chaps. I'll catch you up. It's a pretty quick aircraft.
Tom, are we in Tennessee here?
We're still in North Carolina. Once we get to Cheowa Dam, we will, I think that's where we cross. Either that or Calderwood Dam, but we're getting close to the border. This particular lake, which we're starting to get into now, is about 21 miles long, so it's a bit of a stretch till we get to the dam. No rush.
Right, well, I had to join you. I had to make you feel better, so that was a purposeful dive into the river there, just to make you all feel a bit better. I know a few of you have had a few crashes, you know.
We appreciate your sacrifice.
Well done, James. Well done.
Yeah, Susie, don't follow that bit on the video.
Always thinking of others.
The land to our right is the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. To our left is Nantahala National Forest. Immediately to our left, there's a mountain bike park called Sali, T-S-A-L-I, which is extremely popular. It's a state park, and they camp there. No facilities, but very popular with the mountain bikers.
How about the wildlife in the area? What's that?
Oh, you got bears and raccoons and all those good things.
Everybody loves a trash panda.
Deer.
Yes.
Yeah, plenty of deer. I don't know that there are any cats. Oh, there are bobcats. I've seen them. I had one stalk me one time.
Oh, wow. So come on, Tom, don't leave it on a cliffhanger. How on earth did you get out of that one?
Oh, that was easy. I was waiting at my car, and he was watching me from a ridge, and he started coming down toward me, so I just got back in my car.
I was about to say, he had a laser pen and he just shined it on the floor. Distracted him.
He had me in his sights. I wasn't going to fool around with him.
They're scary little beggars.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to fight them.
Just flying over. You've got to join a Discord. That's the best way to join these flights. Yeah, Discord down below in the description.
What we're following the course of the Little Tennessee River, which is just a series of dams and ponds at this point. So we're on Fontana Lake now. When we've crossed the dam, we'll come to a real pencil-thin, narrow lake called Cheowa Lake. And when we get to Chihuahua Dam, we'll come to another pencil thin lake called Calderwood. And it's just a series of those until it finally broadens out when you're in Tennessee.
I didn't see who it was, but somebody just went down in the river.
Wasn't me.
Hopefully it was a float plane.
It's not me this time.
It was upside down.
Tango.
That sounds like Tango.
Yeah.
No, that's why we have a Waikiki.
No, Tango's upside down, but he's
That was
up in the air.
Smoker. Did you have a... It's all happening here, isn't it? We're dropping like flies, chops.
Yep. You can roll a Kodiak.
Jag loop it as well. Even the float version loops.
Oh, yeah.
It does have big signs on it that says this aircraft is not intended for acrobatic use or something like right in front of you when you fly.
So
The other person having a
means you
perfect
have
flight
to do
is
it.
Susie at the moment. Well done, Susie. That's a great... I must have taught you something there.
I want to see that quickie fly under the bridge.
Where's the bridge?
There will be once we get across the dam.
Okay, challenge
We
accepted.
make a left.
I'll follow Tango. No, I won't.
A left and a dive.
James, when I told the others, when we get to the dam at the end of this, the dam is going to be to your left. It's going to be a sharp left. Once you cross it, dive down and follow the river, and there's a right-hand, here comes the dam right now. There's a sharp right-hand turn and then a bridge after.
Oh dear, okay.
I'm going to do it now.
Tango, you go first, my friend. If you fail, I'll fly over the top of it.
You fail after me? The Kodiak, it's not exactly a small plane.
Hang on. There's a sharp right now.
Yep, here it is. Here we go.
Well, I can see you, Tango, so I'm just following you there.
This is the day.
Okay.
We dive.
Ooh. Oh, that looks
Diving,
nasty.
diving. A lot of speed. Here's the bridge.
Oh no.
That's an easy bridge, that is.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was going to be a challenge. You know how you describe
Oh, yeah, easy peasy, eh?
You mean I oversold it? Sorry about that.
Yeah.
No, it was tricky enough with the fire in the middle.
I'm used to going on Mark's, this will be an easy landing sort of thing, and it'll be about 3 foot long in the middle of a river or something.
Or the lemming drop, yeah.
So the next dam we come to at the end of Chihuahua Lake will be where they film The Fugitive.
Oh, great. We
Nice,
just
Tango.
follow the river along, eh?
I got you on camera
Go
there.
ahead.
Top right in front of me.
Oh, right. Good.
What's that back?
I was a bit scared I wouldn't make it. Extra happy it worked out now.
I've got the power cables mod on my PC, and it's quite a tricky area to fly around.
Yeah, running
Yeah,
right
same
along that
here.
right-hand coast on the right-hand bank of that river all the way along. They even got it mapped out on the ground. Yeah, the grass is done too. You can see where they've done the breaks underneath.
These dams were built by Alcoa before and during World War II to supply electricity for their big plant in Alcoa, Tennessee. So, of course, there's a lot of power wires.
That's Alcoa aluminum, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, smelting takes a lot of electricity.
I learned we still can't fly on the power lines and on the bridges in the Spitfire, even after the update.
Oh, you can't.
It's a bugger, yeah.
Oh.
It's a real bummer. Yeah, just to be my favorite aircraft. It's designed to fly on the bridges.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can't anymore. You get a bent prop.
Does anybody remember Foyle's War? Where his son was a Spit pilot, and they flew under a bridge once. Pretty small bridge.
I love that series.
Are the devs aware of the Spitfire issue?
I think they improved the sounds a lot, but not the main bug.
Are they aware of the issue, the developers?
I think they are. I hear it's in the pipeline, but yeah. Would have expected them to fix the big bug first. I like the sound as it was. So.
Yeah, but you're the same as me. You've got the Xbox version, haven't you?
Yeah, we have to wait for the updates.
Yeah. So maybe it'll come with it.
Maybe I shouldn't install it. Then you probably couldn't see me, or I couldn't see other Spitfires,
They're pretty active on my Discord. They're flying irons. To put in the microwave. I'm alright.
What are we having?
We've got chicken, rice, mushrooms.
Oh, lovely.
The plate is going to be put right in front of me. But
all right.
I can't fly at 140 knots, 10 feet off the surface of the water down a river and eat food at the same time.
Really
Sure
important.
you can. Come on.
The only important thing is, can you set out 27 knives, forks, and spoons in the next 5 minutes?
Well, I think I could set up enough knives, forks, and spoons for everyone that's going to turn up. Mind you, there's about 3 people from Yorkshire here, so I might have to be careful.
Well,
it's a nice evening. It's a nice evening.
Oh no!
If anyone from West Yorkshire wants to turn up, I'm sure I can. But my wife would love to entertain them.
Well, you should be at home at aviation then, because you all use plastic knives and forks up in Yorkshire, don't you?
Just hands and fingers.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, fish and chips on a newspaper.
Yeah,
that's the best.
Eating your dinner off a whippet. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing is, newspapers cost so much nowadays that you don't get it in the newspaper anymore.
Where's the whippet?
That stuff, mate.
I do miss the John Smith's advert with the little Jack Russell doing his tricks.
James, I'm surprised you're flying the Quickie today. I thought after yesterday you'd fly the BAE 146.
That'd be interesting down there.
Once we pass Calderwood Dam, we'll get into another lake that will eventually broaden out, and after that you might as well get back to your magenta line.
Massive issues with my quickie, chaps, so bear with me. It's just not. I think I've got an errant binding somewhere.
Should have flown the BAA 146.
That was a euphemism.
Let's see if that's fixed it.
It's bad when you have problems with your quickie.
Oh,
It
absolutely.
sure gets you in trouble quick.
Oh, they're gonna keep coming, aren't they? Yeah, we're not at massive altitude. It should be fine. Yeah, never mind.
Tunesy, just for clarity, is a euphemism an act by a young gentleman?
No.
Okay.
Oh yes. Oh no. Yeah. Oh, I see where you're going there. Yeah. Well done. Sorry, I was trying to breathe and use my eyes at the same time, so I find it difficult.
What, are you eating the chicken, are you?
Setting it over. It's just delivered by pigeon.
Tomato sandwiches.
Not on this channel.
Thank God.
Finally caught up with the sea.
Okay,
I don't
over the
see no
hills.
caribou.
I'm about 4 miles away from the airport, TN87. I don't know where everyone else is because I'm all by myself.
Oh, alright. Passing you now.
I've got Ruff. Red Ruff is right, not far behind. Angel and TJ, I don't think took off from that last airport. Sorry, TJ.
You look like an A320 to me. That's weird.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm in a caribou.
Yeah, I know. I have a caribou.
Oh,
So I should see a caribou, you know.
Yeah, I don't think that's a custom livery. I don't think so.
Are you on Xbox?
No.
Yeah, but yesterday another
Yeah.
flight I saw caribous.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
You know?
Xbox, when you get more than about 3 models in, it stops loading the rest of them in because of memory. I found that big flights a lot. There's hardly any of the aircraft that I can see even though I own them.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's that CBA chip. Can't be asked chip.
No, I can only see 3 planes I don't have.
That's working
but I
overtime.
have
The CBA chip.
on board. Amazing.
Right, are we touch and going at Montvale?
Right.
Correct, touch and go.
Thank you. I have eyes on the airport. Actually, I'm going to land and change aircraft so people can see me a bit better.
I wonder what would happen if I would change to a caribou now.
Quite frightening, actually.
Well, in this area of the country, you probably get shot.
Yeah, but no, I mean,
And it's
we'll
hung
be
up on
able
the wall
to see you
somewhere,
in
yeah.
a caribou. And would you see me in a caribou then? Apart from being shot at.
I'm gonna.
You'd have to play the Microsoft Flight Simulator gamble.
What, you got a budgie, by chance?
Birds.
That's not a euphemism, Steve.
No, that's a That's an old man's issue.
Sorry for the Kodiak. I just flew through. I cannot fly this aircraft as slow as a Kodiak on landing.
Oh, Steve, my quick is now straight and level.
Is it? Oh, okay, good for you. What did you do? Did you knock it against the bedpost or something?
I just jumped up and down a few things that seemed to have sorted it.
Okay, sorry, you don't jump up and down too much, you get gravel rush.
Nothing worse than having a big quickie, is there?
No, that's really not good. I'll get you a film part, but apart from that, no, it's not good.
What kind of film we're talking?
Well, Ben Quickie, Revenge 2.
Chaps, we have a lady in the chats, please.
Yeah, sorry,
She's
Rumble
probably
One.
left now, that's why she's muted.
No, I'm loving it. On you go.
Yeah.
On you go.
I won't say that, Susie.
Come on, she's a Glaswegian, you know, she goes into a bar and the sailors run out crying. You know what Glaswegians are like.
Hard. Harsh, Jiggy, harsh.
You gotta be careful with these stereotypes.
Anyone else seen those 3 pyramids, the terrain spikes? Oh, no, there's quite a few actually.
Yeah, they're there. Yeah, that's some sort of weird expression of Knoxville, Tennessee.
It's a clever trick. How do you type in stereo?
I'm gonna fly, come on. Need something interesting for the last leg. Biplane, carrying on now.
I have the enjoy the video. Any recommendation video to fly the ILS? Yeah, probably just the Cessna 172 to get you started. Depending what you like to fly. Chaps, recommendations for ILS flying?
A 172 is good.
152.
Bonanza's good.
Nobody seems to have noticed my cookie issues, that's good. Yeah, nobody's mentioned it in the chat, so I got away with it.
I did. I did one.
Tom, we kind of went away from the live stream. What are we doing now?
Right now I'm trying to do a touch and go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Montville.
There's been a lot of people heading north from there and not along the route. Is that?
Yeah, once you do your touch and go in Montville, kind of follow the Chilhowie Mountain, which is just to our right, and it will take us over Gatlinburg. Of course, you can just stay on the Magenta line too, but the mountain's fun to follow.
Got some turbulence.
For this leg.
So Steve, while we have a momentarily pause in the chat there, what's the next group flight?
I think it is a helicopter flight. Could that be correct, Monsieur Le Womble?
Good.
Next flight. Could that?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, in a fortnight.
Yeah, it is. We've got a heli flight. Dave, have we made any decisions?
Anyone? Sorry.
I think we've got something. You've got something popped down on paper, haven't you?
Yep.
Don't worry, chaps. Dave's got it sorted. It's all
What
cushy.
can go wrong?
No, he has a heli flight, and he is around the south. I remember, yeah, it's the south of England, involving
Relatively flat, so I've tried to keep it somewhat easy.
Coastline, water, needles, that sort of thing. So yeah, it's a south of England flight.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a fun stream, isn't it?
And ideally, I think, I don't know to insist, but ideally, it would be really nice if everybody could use the stock helis, so we could all see each other.
Exactly.
Well, it's not as if we can. I can't see anybody anyway, stock or not, but ideally,
we should do
the
that.
Cabri or the
Bell
the
407.
Bell 407 would
Like the
be
Bell.
nice. It probably won't happen, but we'll make it as a suggestion on the poster.
They'll still end up looking like bonanzas.
Oh yeah, they will do. Yes, they will. Yeah, stock aircraft.
Not necessarily.
Impossible.
Which is the easiest fly?
Oh, the Cabri.
If you're not sure, fly the Cabri.
Thanks.
The Bell's quite a bit quicker.
Womble way, you're in a helicopter now, aren't you?
The Bell better.
Yeah, I'm just flying the Cabri now.
Yeah, you're a bonanza to me.
Yeah, I'm in a non-standard livery.
Ah, okay.
All right, that explains it.
Yeah, if anyone's not sure
many
about,
Cabris.
I was going to say, if anyone's not sure about flying a helicopter, I'm more than happy to jump on at some point and just have a run through if anyone wants it.
I suppose we could have a practice session, couldn't we? Yeah, we'll arrange a practice.
Yeah.
A couple of hours practice evening.
What is it,
Particularly hovering.
is it 2 weeks, we say? Yeah.
2 weeks' time, yeah.
Well, I might have my collective built by then. Ooh.
Oh, very nice.
Is that Tony?
Yeah. Messing around with 3D printers at the moment.
Crash professionally then.
What can go wrong, chaps? OG Duffy in the chat there. Fantastic. Go and check out his retro channel. My goodness, one of the best ones out there currently. Just dropped in for a chill love. You love these? Just dropped in for a chill. Love these. So relaxing. Thanks, my friend. Go and check his channel out. Chaps, really good retro gamer.
What was his channel again?
It's OG Duffy, retro gamer and collector.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, really good. He's a really good chap. I think he's got a beer channel as well and food channel, which is good to watch. Martin, you saw my engine fails. No, nobody saw it. Barry, you saw them too. I don't believe you. Nothing happened.
No, video can be edited. And people disappear.
But we will still know.
Oh, I don't know what's going on with my quickie. Steve.
Hold on, wait a minute, wait, everybody hold on, wait.
It's happening again.
Wait.
I don't know what's happening now. I have to investigate.
Anchors.
There we go.
Shouldn't be doing that.
You're quacky.
So what's your review say for the quickie then, James? Is it great plane? Don't fly it on a group flight.
It will be from now on. I think it's an errant binding. I must have. I just wonder if one of my panels is interfering with it somehow.
Well, you do have a honeycomb now, don't you? So that is renowned for, breaking everything.
Yeah.
So as mapping's concerned. Although you've only got the Alpha, not the Bravo, haven't you?
The honeycomb's disconnected, so it shouldn't be doing that.
You know, I've never had a problem with my honeycomb or Bravo with anything.
I'm going to rejoin you chaps in a different
I'll second that. I have never had a problem at all with the Alpha or the Bravo.
It's amazing how many streamers seem to have problems with them, huh?
I just followed Simhanger's initial videos and sort of built the profiles off those.
Yeah, that's what I did. Sort of took a combination of Simhanger's and James's videos for. Well, it was James's for the what's it called? Not the Velocity. HOTAS one. And then Sim Hangers for the Velocity one, but with bits of James's sort of merged together.
With the chaps, just getting into something else.
Bondage.
Valiant. It's a hell of a day to start smoking.
What's it like flying with a gimp mask on?
Stop smoking.
Sounds preferable than what's happening right now. Right, run caravan, rather. Oh, we'll see if it reoccurs. See what's happening here.
See you.
Ouch, yeah. LG, it's been happening a few times in this stream. I don't know quite what's going on, but nothing can go wrong in a caravan.
Yeah, if anybody from Honeycomb or Aerosoft is watching, James needs another one. Can you send him another one? Give him another one, just to check, to make sure.
Yeah, and send it on to which address, Steve?
Oh, I'll send that in a private message. Oh, I've got one, haven't I?
Yeah.
You need to get
Got
the Bravo, James.
Yeah, no, I've had a few issues. I've had a few issues with the queue. How's that, Steve? With the queue.
Oh yeah, we're sending them on, yeah.
So yeah, I'll have to investigate what's going on. I'm probably not switching something.
Bravos have always been temperamental in their implementation. They work fine, but it's just talking to aircraft. Sometimes they don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not using the Bravo though. I'm not using the Honeycomb. I'm using the Bluster One flight stick at the moment.
Okay.
You had issues with it in a flight before, didn't you? When I was flying it as well.
On live stream, yeah, but that was fuel related. I'm not quite sure. Need to read the effing manual, don't I?
Steve, I don't know if it's significant, but you still can't see anybody, right?
Nope, can't see a soul.
Yeah, you're not. Your name tag. I mean, everybody else has got a direct line coming down from their name tag to their aircraft. Yours doesn't. So, well, that's probably associated with you not being connected or something.
Yeah, I can see Red Ruff, who's behind me. Henny, well, I don't think Henny the Spartan's with us. There was Angel somewhere else.
I'm straight behind you.
I cannot see anybody else for most of the flight. I haven't seen anyone.
I walked away for a few minutes and was headed the wrong direction and got about 5 or 6 miles away from everyone. I looked over and saw everyone, and when I got closer, everyone but Chunsi and the same people disappeared.
They all hid. It's just rude.
I can see you
hid behind that cloud. Yeah, these flights are getting lonely for me.
Poor chat.
Yeah. That's real emotion.
Sounds like Providence, doesn't it?
We can still all see you, so I'm not sure about this.
Yeah, it's quite odd.
Yeah, I can't understand it. I think it's I pay for very fast internet, but they don't include it actually working.
We're flying over Gatlinburg, Tennessee right now. It's a really big tourist mecca. It's a beautiful area. It's a lot of fun to visit, but good place to take your big credit card too.
Is that named after the Gatling gun?
I don't think so. I don't know.
It's a Jewish Gatling gun.
Mitula. That's the one from a boy named Sue, right?
What's how do you mean take your credit cards, Tom? What's for sale?
It's expensive.
Oh, it's a pricey place to live.
Tourists.
Well,
damn
we're
the right.
We're all tourists somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, challenge accepted. Oh, who was that just come past? Oh, that was Angel.
That was
okay.
Angel 152.
Okay, that's the only person I can see apart from Ruff. Oh, well.
Tony,
like an
Tango, are
expensive
you heading
neighborhood.
in the right direction? Oh, I can see you, Tom. It's okay, I'll follow you.
You have got your name tag switched on, haven't you?
Yeah. I can see two people.
Right.
Which it's just a connection issue somewhere with. I mean, obviously they flagged my name up. Somebody's crossed me up.
Tom, for the purpose of the viewers now, I don't have a flight plan because I've had to come back in a different aircraft. Where are we now? What's our next plan on the route?
We're almost done. Once you cross Gatlinburg, you're basically on the approach into the Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge Airport, and that's our destination for the day.
Fantastic.
Oh, that name needs an explanation. That definitely needs an explanation.
What's that, Steve?
The airport. Tom needs to explain the name of that airport.
Well, it's two little towns. One's Gatlinburg and the other's Pigeon Forge, so it's the Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge Airport.
Oh, that's a little disappointing, to be honest.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be more esoteric next time.
Home of Dolly Parton.
An etymological explanation for the names of all the towns that we're passing through.
Yeah, I mean, Pigeon, it's not
Pigeon
exactly
Forge.
an everyday, is it?
Yeah. Got to be something.
If that was the UK, if that was the UK, then in the 12th century there would have been people literally smelting pigeons.
Don't forget Dollywood.
Oh yeah.
Can't forget Dollywood.
Chillier than here.
Not right really.
No.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Pigeon Forge is the home of Dolly Parton.
Oh, is it? Okay. Oh, understood.
Angel had exactly the same problem with the Velocity Mystery Engine out. Yeah, I wonder what's going on there. It's okay at the moment. Yeah, Martin, you were right. It's going to happen again. Nick, hi. Saying hi all. Disco Dave, sorry missed this one tonight. Just got home. Oh, next time.
Chunzi, can you look right behind you and see if you can see Soapy and me?
No. I got Angel and Ruff, and that is it.
Coming up on your port wing.
Go on, someone bump him.
Evasive manoeuvres.
Yeah.
In the dark.
I like that group.
Right, I'm on your port wing now.
I'm flying right through you.
1 o'clock.
Computer says no.
It does sound like a sort of a NAT type issue.
Yeah, they are.
What, as in drunk as a...
No, that's newts.
Oh, sorry. I can never spell when I'm out of Apple.
Interesting. Maybe have a look at my router.
What you see ahead of you is the Tennessee Valley, and it lies between two ranges of mountains, the Appalachians, which is what we're in, and then the other side of the valley is the Cumberland Mountains.
I know it's a statement from the Ministry of State and the bloody obvious, but there's a lot of mountains around here.
Seismic.
Literally, I mean, it's not really considerate, is it? It's nowhere to have a nice game of cricket anywhere.
Well, Yeah, the airport's fairly flat.
Oh yeah, that's not bad actually. It'd be difficult putting the stumps in. I like these hills. I want to come out here on the bike. This one below me, and that's it. Up the
This is the second time on landing that I've flown through you, curious. Goodness me.
All right, I don't take the hump.
Goodness me. Slow down, you think. There we go.
Tom, this is a full stop landing, yes?
Yep, this is the end of the trip, James.
Okay. Oh dear. Got right today. Oh, get back on your side, thank you.
I think I know what the problem is with your velocity one, James.
Go on, Steve. As a punchline, go on.
You need to take the back off and wind the elastic band up.
That'll do it. No, it's the flight stick, not the yoke I'm using.
Oh, blimey. Oh, okay. Well, that's got so. Oh, look, unbelievable. There you all are. You just all popped in.
Well, if it shows anything this stream, it shows that it can happen to the best of us and to the worst of us.
Literally, I'm on a Sobo version of being on the naughty step. Yeah, you just all. There you are. There's 23, 24 of you just come in there all starting to land.
For me too, yep.
Well, someone's just gone down the taxiway on the wing on my screen.
That was probably me, yeah.
No, Steve C 1952 has carried on off the end of a taxiway and is going through a field.
Well, there you go. You can't be as bad as I've done this stream.
He's seen the ice cream van, that's why.
I say, Dan.
Somebody was on the nose.
Dan, the Moody has got air brake.
Has it?
Yeah, the Moody has, yeah.
Oh, right in front of me, whoever that was.
Sean,
well,
can you
happen to me?
Sorry, mate. Sean, can you stick a link for that Moody? I have no idea what that is. It sounds interesting.
If you go in the market, search for the M20R.
M20R, okay.
Flies really nicely, but yeah, my landings have been a little bit
bad.
High speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, put the air brakes on.
Right, okay, air brakes. I will have to put on, do a mapping.
Every time I came into land, Dan, with this one, like you say, I bought it just before this.
Oh,
I've had to flip it down.
It's going to make a good landing. Goodness.
Pylons. Big red and white pylons.
Here comes Steve. Come on, let's cheer Steve on now. Let's wish him the best of luck, guys. He's gone back up. Oh, he's done that on purpose, hasn't he?
He's coming down.
Brilliant.
Ta-da! Here we go.
Ah, that's nice. That's very pretty.
The squad are coming in.
That's called a double toe loop.
Nice and smooth.
Triple Sulco.
Very nice.
That's the Tango Theo.
And runs to finish the pack. I believe that's everybody, isn't it? Oh, somebody else there. That's everybody. Area 1042 there. 492.
John is coming in. That's all I see.
Ooh, crash and burn.
Nice somersault right in front of me.
Angel, are you coming down? Have you been down?
Throttle stuck.
It's been one of those streams, hasn't it? When you watch this back, you'll understand. Honestly, it's been one of those chaotic streams. Tom, lovely area. Thanks for the tour. Went a bit chaotic towards the end. I do apologise. Someone's doing a wheel burn there. It's Mad Mick. Yeah, you're living up to your name there. Fantastic, Tom. Thanks for the tour. Lovely. Couple of weeks' time, Steve, we have the helicopter flight from Womble Way. what can go right with that?
No one's going to crash at all after it.
It should be good.
Are we going to impress stock helicopters for that one then?
Yeah, it'll be Steve.
Are we? Sorry, I'm miles away.
I would suggest that if you're not confident with flying helicopters, then I would stick with the Cadbury, because at least then that way we can all, those of us, I mean, I'm no expert by any means, but those of us that know our way around it can at least see what you're referring to when things aren't going quite as planned, perhaps.
Good landing, Susie.
Was that diplomatic?
Can you listen? Can you listen in multi-channel?
Yeah, thank you very much. I was concentrating there, so that's why I was staying a lot quieter. Because I was wanting to represent myself from last time. So thank you very much for that.
Excellent landing.
Fantastic.
I think
Go on your cell, Hen. Go on your cell.
Out of all of us, I think you did the perfect flight there. Well done on your first flight. Well, listen, chaps, we're going to wrap up there. Going to wrap up there. Thanks for coming along. Do join us next time. I think Mark's doing one next week, isn't he?
No, I think that's Steve, VR Flight, has got one next week. It was mentioned. I don't know if it's definitely in, but I think he's got one next week.
Spitfires with VR Sim guy.
Oh, lovely.
Great.
I partake. Anyway, chaps, thanks for coming along. I'll carry on chatting. I'll finish the stream here, and we'll see you soon. Thanks to everybody in the chat too. See you soon.
Cheers.
Thanks for the flight.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Tom.
See you then. Bye.
Tom, that was
Enjoyed it.
awesome. Lovely.
Thanks, Tom. That was great flight, Tom.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much for organising this, Tom. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom. It's a great flight.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
have a good
thank
day.
you. Thanks for letting me join you all as well.
No worries, Susie.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.